today's message. Guys, when it comes to me and my thinking, the only thing that I can think of that's worse than being broke is being blessed without preparation. I want you guys to think about that over this weekend. This is why I always say you have to prepare for God's blessings long before they get there, because let me tell you something. God is not going to bless you in abundance, especially if it's going to fund your dysfunctions. Think about that. Welcome back, all my free thinkers, to another episode of Grow Rich, Grow Happy, that place where we follow the breadcrumbs to wealth. And guys, President Trump, his ethics are being called into question again over his crypto investments. And they're being called into question by Senator Warren as if this is a surprise. But in this one, I looked at two different things. As I always want you guys, when you're reading things on your crypto, also, I'm not big into politics, but one thing I learned a long time ago from mentors is you have to view what's going on in the world news and how it ties to your investment. So these are things, guys, that every now and then I'll bring up on this channel because we need a rounded view of everything that's going on, especially when you're investing. Okay, so this is going to be one of those videos, guys, where I'm really leaning on you. Not so much as leaning on you. I know where I stand, but I really want you guys to zoom out, look at this big picture and say, what's really going on here? Guys, this is your first time here to Grow Rich, Grow Happy. I'm Mr. Foresight. And as I like to say, guys, I'm here to help your mindset change, or to help you take a more grounded approach to cryptocurrency. And that grounded approach is helping you find cryptos that are on a movement rather than here for a moment. And that's the best way I can explain that, guys. It's super simple, but your mindset matters more than anything. If this sounds like a channel for you guys, by all means, we're the free thinkers, guys. I like individuals, and this is a great community. If you're an individual, or if you're someone that is used to groupthink, this would be a great place for you to change your mindset, guys. But if this for you, again, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, hit that bell notification so that you don't miss any of these videos. And by all means, look down below, get you a cold storage wallet. We deal in tangent here. Of course, you can do your research on the tangent and see why we here in the free thinkers in this community, Grow Rich, Grow Happy, we just feel like it's the next best thing to slice cheese, guys. I have a 10% discount down below that's yours, and it does go to support the channel. So, guys, here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about Senator Warren, as she's always at Trump about his World Liberty Finance business, and as a sitting president, it's been called, his ethics has been called into question because a lot of the things that he's doing with crypto also lines his pockets, and there's no other way to look at it. It's out there in plain sight. I don't believe he hides it. I don't believe he tries to hide it, but we're gonna look at this from two sides, because again, if you're gonna throw stones, make sure you don't live in a glass house. So we're gonna jump over here and we're gonna take a look at some of her claims first, and then we're gonna jump over here and I'm gonna show you something else that came out today that I found hysterical, actually, considering him and the things that they're getting on him about. Okay, guys, so let's do this. We're gonna jump over here. Check this out. So I'm over here on Crypto News, and I saw this and I debated about really talking about it. I was like, is this really news that we've heard about? But then something else showed up and I said, yeah, I gotta share this. Okay, here it is. Here it says, Senator Warren presses U.S. banking regulator over Trump family's crypto business link. So this is a letter that she questions how the OCC will safeguard the financial system against undue influences from Trump's personal business interests. And this is her here, guys. All right. So here's the thing. Here's part of the letter, guys. I always drop these receipts down below so you guys can check it out too. Again, I'm trying to give you a well-rounded approach and how you should look at things. If you're going to be into crypto, have a well-rounded approach to your investment, but also what's going on in the political stance and what's going on in the news, because a lot of this affects us as investors. So it says in the letter sent Thursday to Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, OCC head Jonathan Gould, the senators raised concerns about President Trump's continued to use cryptocurrency business ventures to line his pockets. The letter specifically questions how the OCC, now the primary regulator of stablecoins under the recent passed Genius Act, will safeguard the financial system against undue influence from Trump's personal business interests. Now, the bill does nothing to prevent President Trump, his family, or his affiliates from financially benefiting from the issuance and sale of stablecoins, the senator wrote. Now, those of you who don't know, Trump has his own stablecoin, USD1, guys. And this is the focus that she's talking about right here, that was launched on March 2024 by World Liberty Financial. Now, here's the thing. There's some things in here that I didn't know about. But first, we're going to, she said that in the letter that Binance helped him create that coin. Now, we know that Binance, CZ, he actually got in a little trouble back. He did some time, but she's saying that they're colluding together, and it just screams corruption. So check this out. I'm going to play. Here's Senator Warren right here, and listen to what she says, guys, because I'm going to take you over and show you something else.
How does the crypto industry see their influence over Trump? Because I never thought about this.
So understand this. They want him to lift it up, obviously. Do it on Truth Social in the same way that he was out there hawking Elon Musk's cars at one point.
Yeah.
Buy this item. Mm-hmm. But it's more than that right now. What the crypto industry wants is they want a regulatory scheme. And why are they coming to the United States Congress saying, regulate me? And this is very much like the derivatives industry did back in 2000. They were kind of this marginal group out at the edge. They wanted the gold sticker certification that the United States government says this is an important part of the financial system. That's part one. And part two is, but only very lightly regulated. Mm-hmm. Now, it didn't end well for us when that happened back in the derivatives industry in 2000. There were those of us who said that kind of light regulation is going to be a problem. And sure enough, it moved into the main financial system. And you may remember that it blew up the economy in 2008. So crypto comes in and they run that play a second time. They want to write the regulations. And so they want Donald Trump not just to hawk their individual product. They want his support and the Republicans in Congress support to build an infrastructure that will let them rake in literally billions and billions of dollars. So that
now it sounds like, guys, that she's on a campaign. She's not. I really don't feel like she's for crypto. But again, you know, she's raising some points, and we all do. We want crypto to be adopted in the rate that is being adopted right now. Let's face it, we're a lot further ahead than we ever were. But make no mistake, the main issue here is that Trump is making money on crypto as a president, and they even said in this article, I'll drop it below, but it even said that JD Vance, he also has crypto holdings, as well as a number of other political parties. Now, if you look at that and you look at it from one side, and this is why I say you got to zoom out, you know, it makes you say, well, dang, you know, yes, is it a conflict of interest? Yes, it is. But then when I jump over here, because I'm jump over here to X, because I want to show you something else that came out today, guys. So I'm over on X. Make sure you follow me over on X as well. I shared this at Mr. Foresight 64. If it doesn't have this blue check mark, it is not me. Now, just in, check this out. This just came in from Watcher Guru, and look what they're saying now. It's almost like, oh, you gonna do that to me? You gonna slander me? Watch what I'm gonna do. Check this out, guys.
As the president said in the Roosevelt Room yesterday, conceptually, he of course supports the idea of ensuring that members of Congress and United States senators who are here for public service cannot enrich themselves. And the reason that this idea to put a ban on stock trading for members of Congress is even a thing is because of Nancy Pelosi. I mean, she is rightfully criticized because she makes, I think, $174,000 a year, yet she has a net worth of approximately $413 million. In 2024, Nancy Pelosi's stock portfolio, this was a fascinating statistic to me, grew 70% in 1 year in 2024, and her portfolio outperformed every single large hedge fund in that same year, and even more than doubled the returns of Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway. So I think the president stands with the American people on this. He doesn't want to see people like Nancy Pelosi enriching themselves off of public service and ripping off their constituents in the process. As for the mechanics of the legislation and how it will move forward, the White House continues to be in discussions with our friends on Capitol Hill. Emily.
Woo! Now guys, did you come away thinking the same thing I did? Because when I posted that over there on my X account, I even put, can they trade crypto? Because this is why I really don't get into politics, guys, because you can't enrich yourself. But on one side, you got people trading stocks and they're being sneaky about it. On the other side, you got the president holding crypto, and he's doing it just outright in front of everybody, guys. This is what I mean when I tell people all the time, zoom out, look at the big picture. None of this really concerns us, but does it? Does it? Because if, I always look and say, well, life after Trump, what's that going to be like for cryptocurrency? And we know that there are people in office that do not, up in Washington, that do not really, didn't want this to happen, guys. They did not want the movement in crypto to happen. So the only thing I can tell you guys is basically, like I said in the beginning, God is going to bring all of us a major blessing. A lot of people are broke, and this blessing is going to be massive. But if you don't prepare for it, guys, you're just going to be sitting back on the sidelines saying, I wish I would have did something different. So the reason I want to make this is, guys, we have the baton right now with cryptocurrency. I honestly don't care what's going on either side, just as long as life after Trump still involves cryptocurrency. Guys, let me know down below, what do you think? Is this like a double standard on both parts or just on one? I'd be curious to know what you guys think. As we are a bunch of individuals here that have different thoughts, but we're free thinkers. Share your comments down below, guys, and yeah, let's get it popping. I'm out.